fired. Meg caught being kicked out of Spotify headquarters after hours of negotiation. All workforce quit. Rebecca Cernines, who is in cost of Markle's controversy stowing Spotify podcast archetypes with Meghan, is shifting on after simply over a year at the company and is keen to launch her very own venture, sources say. She's the 2D high-profile Archewell worker to have been revealed to be leaving in the past few days. The whole lot used to be confirmed after images of Meghan leaving the Spotify headquarters after hours of negotiations. Possibly Meghan no longer has sufficient credibility, fame and cash to convince the core staff to stay. Spotify gave them a deal they would no longer generally provide to content material producers, due to the fact they believed at the time the exhibit would carry in subscribers like Joe Rogan's program. Regrettably, after the passage of time that noticed the hardcores produce and deliver nothing of value, Spotify took the reins and introduced in the Roman producers to assist Archworld in growing the promised content. Due to the fact they had to take over many prices of production, I guarantee you that Spotify deducted from any repayments made to Archewell the fee of paying extra innovative and manufacturing stuff. I'm positive that charge used to be additionally estimated on the number of unique listeners to every episode. So whilst people will grind out that 20 million greenback figure, they in no way obtain that much from Spotify. There is no exceptional program if Meghan is simply rambling most of the time. However, any first-rate professional would not put their name to anything related to them. I'm questioning now that a podcast is done. She'll come up with something similar, something with women, some work content material. And it's what the new producer is for. Meghan will once more locate methods to speak about a childhood, the R phrase and royal life, regardless what new undertaking it is and what subject it talks about. I suppose they're starting to recognize that the e-book and the collection do not jive and their credibility is much less than zero. It has additionally been made apparent the closing month that the world loves William and Catherine. They are hard-working, gracious and sincere. They work tirelessly besides complaint. I assume that Harry and Meghan are actually banking on the preemptive success of the book. I suppose they without a doubt know count how delusional. Trust it will be wildly profitable and result in lucrative TV and future e-book deals. This faith is main them to make grandiose commercial enterprise decisions. It is but to be announced whether or not there will even be a second season of Archetypes. However, we're told if there is, the show's contemporary essential producer, Terry Timber, would helm the podcast. Sunniness used to be hired in July 2021 after working for Vox Media and New York Magazine's Pivot podcast, hosted by way of Karis Wisher and Scott Galloway. She joined Archewell in August 2021 and reported to Ben Browning, Archworld's head of content. The news comes days after it used to be announced that Mandana Dayani, who's run Archworld for less than 18 months, had stepped down from a role by way of mutual agreement and will no longer be replaced. In an assertion, Archewell said, Miss Dayani was once added on for the duration of the Sussexes' parental leave to pass the corporation its tasks forward. Her transition was jointly planned with intent for the Duke and Duchess to now take full lead of their company. There will be no replacement for this position, and Miss Dayani is utterly supportive of the Duke and Duchess in their new leadership roles, and they continue to be friends. One insider who is aware of her said, Mandara is a clever woman. She'll proceed to be in the spotlight. You constantly noticed her with Harry and Meghan looking smooth and poised, and in her heels she has her very own brand. She is aware of